Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Paste Studios. We're now live with Hamish Anderson. Hamish, thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, man, we are glad to have you here. Welcome to New York, you guys. You've got a So Far show tonight. You've got Rockwood Stage 2 tomorrow, and so have great shows both tonight and tomorrow. We're glad you stopped by here to do this first.
Thanks for having us. It's exciting to be here.
Yeah, man, a lot of history around here. A lot of history that I know you in particular are in a place to appreciate. We got the Three Kings here,
exactly.
Stones here. There's
Last Waltz and everything. It's awesome.
Yeah. Some Fleetwood Mac. So you're gonna do 4 songs for us today. 2 of them are off the forthcoming album, and one of No Good's out in the world right now.
Yeah.
And you're also gonna start off with 2 songs from the previous album, Trouble. Can you tell us a bit about what you're starting with?
Yeah. This one's a single I released a couple years ago, and it's called Little Lies. Time. Did try, were we just wasting time? Guess we'll never know what we really ever cared. There's no escape from it now. Oh, we've ever known is gone. When I think of you dead, oh, like a recall is you. Your little lie, your little lie, your little lie. Oh no, don't you know that I really try? She used to charm. When it left me for dead, fucked me up in my head, and I'd search this whole wide world over to get back what I lost to you. There's no escape from it now. Oh, we've ever known is gone. When I think of you, oh, like a recall is in you, your little lie, your little lies, your little lie. really tried.
Thank you.
All right, Hamish, thank you, dude. That sounds great.
Thank you.
Yeah, and you all sound great together. Can you take a second to introduce everybody?
Yeah. This is New York's own Lauren Stockner on the bass.
All right.
And yeah, from Pittsburgh, PA, Kieran McDowell on the drums.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Well, this sounds great, dude. A lot of the time in this room, there's more stripped back performances, and there's not always this volume coming out. But I'm stoked that you are doing it like you're doing, and I can't wait to hear the mix. I mean, I don't know if the internet realizes what we hear in this room is the vocal is almost not here at all, but what everyone's hearing out in the world is outstanding. So I cannot wait to listen to the playback because I know that the special sauce that Bob's putting on it right now is it's outstanding. Magic. Yeah, and the tone at this volume, it's all great, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, and can we talk a little bit about some of the influences that you have admired? I mean, I heard there was, I don't know if this was purposeful or not, but I heard a little bit of Shakedown Street in the first song you played. I know you've admired the Stones and tons of others. Can you talk about some of your influences?
Yeah, it's basically my dad. My parents aren't musicians, but they're just huge music lovers. So I was lucky that I grew up and my dad had a really great vinyl collection that was like the Stones and the Beatles and Cream and Hendrix. And then I got really interested in who those guys were influenced by, and that's all straight back to the blues. So, I mean, growing up, I just loved Chuck Berry and John Lee Hooker and Muddy Waters and Jimmy Reed, and that's everything, really. I love a lot of soul music and Bob Dylan and Tom Petty, and I know it's kind of a mixed bag, but I love all the old good stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is a perfect environment then to host you. And we move around to different studios inside this building, and I'm stoked that we happen to be in this one right now because a lot of the guys that you just mentioned are on the walls behind you right now. And you're adding to this the same collection that Albert King, Freddie King, B.B. King live in. You're adding to this by 4 songs right now.
I'm fanboying out. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah,
good, dude. There's I don't know if I showed you this tape yet, but there's a video of Jimi Hendrix at the Fillmore East on New Year's 1970. That was the performance that turned into the Band of Gypsies album. Wow. Yeah, we've got video from that.
It's one of my favorite albums. I love that.
Yeah. Cool, man. So you're gonna play another one off of Trouble, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell us about what you're doing next?
Yeah, this one's a little love song, little ballad called You, and it was one that, I don't know, when we recorded it, we have a lot of stuff that's kind of the more rocky blues side. And this one kind of explored a little more of that soul type of influence. And it's just a nice kind of mellow jam.
Right.
Cool.
Resist you, but I got nothing left to give you. I've fallen before, always left wanting more. Sometimes I feel it so about to break, holding on to thoughts by now. I thought that I would shake, but I can't shake you. Oh, you, and you know now, yeah. like I'm about to break. Holding on to thoughts by now, I thought that I would shake, but I can't shake you. Oh yeah, and you know now, yeah, I can't shake you. Oh yeah, and you know now, darling, that I can't shake you. Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Man, Hamish, thank you. This is amazing. This is personally right up my alley. I mean, the Stevie Ray Vaughns of the world, the blues rock legends. That is what I love too. So I love what you're doing here for us today, man. Thank you.
Man. Thank you for having us. We're super psyched to be here.
Man, absolutely. So can you talked a little bit about musical influences. Can you talk a little about visual influence for the song you're playing next? So No Good is out in the world right now. And I was just watching the video for it a couple of minutes ago, and it's awesome. The colors are outstanding. Can you talk a little bit about the visual influence that led to the creation of that video?
Yeah. Kind of the past few videos I'd done were really like very story based and takes a lot of work and a lot of effort. You got to find a director who you see eye to eye with, and sometimes it's hard to like come up with a story for a song. So this time, I was kind of super influenced by a lot of like the Rolling Stones music videos from kind of like the late 70s, Miss You, Emotional Rescue kind of period. And they would just kind of find these like industrial warehouse, New York looking vibes, and they would set up and just kind of play, and it was just all about like cool visuals, lighting and stuff. So that was definitely the inspiration for that song and the video. And yeah, we kind of found this cool place in downtown LA that we went in one night and just like put up a whole bunch of lights, got a little disco ball, and kind of went for it. And it's crazy because it's like the video that we kind of put the least pre-planning into, and that's been the video that's kind of done the most. So it's kind of less is more, I guess.
That's awesome. If you have any time offline, I want to. There's an Allman Brothers Band video where it's
cool.
it's Greg and Dickie, and it's on a tape here in the studio somewhere, where he's. I don't know if it's in bad taste to say. It doesn't matter. Greg is. I mean, he's known to be indulgent, and he's nodding off, but doing like the most incredible performance. But it's so reminiscent of
that's awesome.
that video that you guys did, those pastels and the same sort of setup, and it's outstanding. I'll show it to you
Yeah,
afterwards if you have a minute. Cool. So you guys are gonna do No Good next?
Yeah, we're gonna play that once I get in tune.
Do you guys make a food decision for what's happening between here and the venue tonight?
It's high up on the priority list.
Yeah.
I think Curran, this whole set, is probably thinking about what the option for lunch is.
What's the leading contender for you? What are you thinking?
I just love cheap pizza for sure.
Yeah. Dude, 2 bros for $1. I still don't understand. Those profit margins have to be razor thin. There's a 2 bros 5 blocks uptown from here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Might be the spot.
Yeah. There's nice pizza. There's better pizza 4 blocks downtown called Suprema if you want to do that. But the slices are like $4 though. Yeah.
Don't say you love me 'cause you know I don't go
Thank you.
All right. It sounds great.
Thanks.
So where can people see you live? I know you got the show tonight, but Rockwood Stage 2 is happening tomorrow. There's comments here. There's more than one comment about when are you coming to North Carolina, which I don't think is the case on this leg.
I hope soon. Yeah, I'd love to come to North Carolina. But so Rockwood tomorrow night. So if you live in New York, please come out. So we have people in the room. And then after that, we're going on tour starting the next day. So starting Friday, supporting a really good band called The Main Squeeze. And we'll be playing in Boston. That night's Boston Brighton Music Hall. And then we're playing in DC and Philadelphia and Baltimore. And there's a whole bunch of dates. So if you go to HamishAndersonMusic.com, that has all the tour dates.
Cool. Yeah. So the Northeast through the November 10th. And then you got a show at the Moroccan in LA with Doyle Bramhall, who was here like a month ago, maybe.
Yeah, that was a great session. I'm a big fan of Doyle, so super excited to support him there and just excited to watch his set as well. Get a good spot.
And that pairing makes so much sense. I mean, that is the most logical bill I've seen in a long time.
That's cool. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, you guys certainly fit together perfectly musically.
Thanks.
Cool, yeah, and I absolutely love what we do here in terms of streaming to the internet, but the internet and your computer there is no substitute for watching live music, so please do check out these tour dates and go watch a show. Yeah,
please, if we come to your town, come see us if you can.
Yeah, man. So can you tell us what you're doing last?
Yeah, well, this is a single that, it'll be the second single off my second album, which will be out next year, and this single comes out on Friday. It's called Breaking Down, and it's very much, I wanted to write like a unabashed rocker and very high energy and driven by the drums and bass. And I know I was super like listening to a lot of the Kinks and the Who and all that type of stuff. So I kind of wanted to go into that world for a minute and just do a kind of punk rock song.
All right. Yeah. Nice.
Sometimes I feel like I'm breaking down. Pretty soon you might find I won't be around. She went and put her head on me, leaving me high and dry. But I keep coming back for more. She making me wanna die. Sometimes I feel like I'm breaking down. Pretty soon you might find I won't be around. I won't be around. 'Cause I can't keep breaking down. One day soon you might find that I'm gonna let this town and I won't be around. I won't be around. Yeah. That's right. Who else is gonna be there for you when you are left all alone? Who else is gonna let you in when you haven't got a home? Sometimes I feel like I'm breaking down. But pretty soon you might find I won't be around. I won't be around. 'Cause I can't keep breaking down. One day soon you might find that I'm gonna let this town and I won't be around. I won't.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That is great. Thank you for coming by and
Thank you
playing
for
these
having
4
us.
songs. Yeah, that's a lot of space for the rhythm section to stretch out there. It's a cool bass line.
Yeah.
I like everything about what you guys just did.
Thank you, man. Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Have a great show tonight. Have a great show tomorrow at Rockwood
Thank you.
and all of the Northeast dates throughout November 10th, and then with Doyle Bramhall at the Moroccan in LA on November 17th. Yeah. And best of luck with the forthcoming album. Also, it's
Thank
out.
you.
It sounds like April of next year. Definitely out next year.
Yeah, end of March, April, around that time.
Cool. Well, man, best of luck with it, and come back next time you're in New York, and it makes sense. A standing offer. We
Anytime.
love what you do.
We will
so
never
please
leave.
Come back.
We will.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much.